Now let's create our getCountry method inside of the country class. So if we open our file browser, open the country class, we can close the file browser, and after the first method inside of this class, if we create a new one, public function getCountry, we pass in the ID of the country, by default null. Now we are checking if is an empty ID. SQL statement, which goes like this: select all from countries where ID equals, then single quote, dot this db escape, and we pass the ID. Then concatenate with a single quote right at the end, then semicolon after double quotes. Return this db fetch one, and we pass SQL as parameter. We can close our country.php file now, go back to our PayPal class, our PayPal.php file, and now we are going to pass all of the details of the customer to PayPal class, basically. So pass clients details to the PayPal instance. Okay, so we have object PayPal underscore populate equals array. And now we are going to add them here. Actually, let's move these lines. If I move it up a little bit so you can see a little bit better, we have address 1 will equal user address 1, then comma, address 2 will equal user address 2, then comma again, then we have city user city, sorry, actually it's going to be town we have inside of our table. Then we have state, which will be user county. Then we have zip, which is our user postcode. After this we have country, which will be country code. Then we go to email, which is user email. Then we have first underscore name, which is user first underscore name. And the last one is our last name, which is user last underscore name. Now, as you can see, for the country, we've chosen the country variable, which is basically an array now because we populated all of the columns from this country table assigned to a specific ID of the country. And we are retrieving the code. If we go back to our site, go back to our table countries, you can see we've got name and a code. Browse, and this code is what PayPal accepts basically. So this table is already pre-populated with all these details, so you don't have to be worried about this. It's all going to be working just fine. So if we go back to our file, our populate array is now done. So the last thing we have to do is to redirect client to PayPal. So the last method will be actually echo object PayPal run, and we pass in the order ID as parameter. And that's everything we have to do inside of our PayPal.php file. Let's move these brackets here. Okay, so now obviously we need to create this run method. So let's move to the next video and start working on it.